there's any team that can make a potential upset in this one, it's going to be Evil Geniuses, but it's all going to start. I think Apathy Kenny is definitely a nice head-to-head battle to go off of, and then there's still the whole transition of who's going to be using the AR for the side of Evil Geniuses as well, but things are underway. We're on board with Apathy to start it off.
Yes, we are. You're going to see Apathy get first blood on Chino. Man advantage is going to be in favor of Evil Geniuses. As you can see, got some good control on Statue. Still early on, Chino's going to be able to pick up a double kill, taking out Enable and Apathy. TK should be able to get into the Statue and start to pick up some points on this hard point.
It's a nice little initial strat that Evil Geniuses pulled out there, sending 3 to that lower docks, overwhelm the player that was just trying to hold them all off from there. They able to get that control, and when you do block off that lower dock spawn, you force them to spawn to that back bus area. They have to go through that middle cut. So it was a nice little opening way to get Evil Geniuses some points on the board, but now they need to rotate early, and look at this, Apathy's already pushed through. He's going to have a big one-on-one engagement, though, here with player 8. That's going to be Theory.
And so Team Kaliber started on that more favorable side of the map, and that's because the hard point moves over towards Main Street. So they still had a few players, and actually TK is going to regain control. When we saw Apathy on that flank, we thought they were going to be able to break through and get control of that Main Street. Now you're starting to see Evil Geniuses push through back crane, looking for a few kills. Enable's able to get that kill on Kenny, but they're going to have 2 fall, 3 fall. Team Kaliber will pick up the 4-piece. That's a 3-piece for Theory. And now Team Kaliber still has Main Street locked down. And you're going to start seeing these Evil Geniuses players spawn over here by dockside.
Theory not known for his slaying power, more of an objective work, but nice little 3-piece for him, currently sitting at a 4-kill streak. And you like the push that Evil Geniuses had planned. They were going to go forward to try to overwhelm the player back there, but Team Kaliber had another player to fight those gunfights in there towards that backfire box. So you do like the defense, you like the offense that went through. Unfortunately, TK is able to hold through if you are Evil Geniuses, and they're getting almost a full 60 off of this hill. It's been crazy to see from the beginning of World War II, jumping to now, what the setup is on this second hill. You're seeing everybody starting to fan out across the map, but TK absolutely dominating that back Main Street, as now we're getting ready to rotate over to here towards the docks warehouse.
Now on Team Kaliber, we got all these players on a few streaks of kills. We got Chino, he's just going to fall. He was on a 3 streak. Now Accuracy's going to be on a 3 streak as well. Theory trying to hold off. You see the pressure coming. Enable picking up a big double. Ace is going to be able to clean up Theory. Can Kenny hold off? He will not be able to. EG is going to be able to flood into this dockside hill and start to set up, but you're going to see the spawns coming down from back crane for Team Kaliber.
You see one gunfight going down here towards the middle. It's going to be Accuracy getting a kill, but is going to be falling. So Evil Genius is still holding strong. They have the players set up where they need to watch these cuts. I believe it's almost a 4 SMG setup coming from the side of Evil Geniuses right now. And look at the bottom right side. Aches, he has now earned that glide bomb fighter pilot, getting very close to artillery barrage as well, and he does earn full streaks. Aches on a 6-kill streak with the PPSH. This is why you want Patrick Price running a submachine gun and not an AR, because he's able to put up performances and numbers like this. 9-4 start for him. We said we need to watch Apathy. He's 2-8, but Aches has something else to say. He continues his reign of terror.
Yeah, and Ace is currently on a 7 streak. This scrap time will get cleaned up by Evil Geniuses. They're already going to be set up in barrels. As you can see, Team Kaliber on your mini-map. That's number 6. That's Chino looking to break through. He's going to be able to take down Enable. That's going to be 3 in favor of Team Kaliber. That's going to be a wipe. Now they will be able to get inside barrels, get control. You see the spawns coming in on the bottom side of the map towards Main Street. Let's see if Evil Geniuses can get in here and break this setup with Team Kaliber.
This is one of the things immediately off the bat, just watching how Evil Genius is playing, is that they're overwhelming the guy who's back there anchoring for that team. We saw it in the second hill, they sent 4 back. They're now sending 3 to try to attack in this back hole, but the defense again comes in from TK, this time by Accuracy, picking up a big 2 kills. And it's been so weird. Second hill dominated by TK. We went over to Warehouse, completely dominated by Evil Geniuses. Now on this third hill again, TK holding strong, almost getting another full 60 on this. They have that early rotation. They're picking up these kills. It's going to be Aches left alive for Evil Geniuses to try to make a play.
And still anybody's game, folks. Theory locked in on Crane. Ace, can he outgun him? Taking some damage. Theory will back down, choosing not to fight this just yet. Looking for some reinforcements. You saw Apathy try to flank him. He's going to gun him down. Theory trying to take down Ace, not able to. Ace set up on Crane. He's starting to get pinched, but his teammates picking up a few kills across the map. And now he's also going to be having his teammates spawn over here on the dockside. So this is looking good for Evil Geniuses to get some good time on this Crane hill.
Big 1v1 just went down the bottom right side. It was Accuracy taking out Nameless, and now Team Kaliber, they're breaking on 3. Starting to see the 3 blue arrows push on towards this Crane side. The player gets a touch inside the hill. Nameless trying to play his life at the lower docks. TK break on through once more over here towards Crane. The lead is starting to build up for the TK boys.
But it's not out of reach for Evil Geniuses just yet. And Ace picks up a double with that fighter pilot. Now, EG spawning up, being patient. I don't think they're not going to contest for this Crane Hill any longer. Now they just want to get these kills mid-map. See Ace pushing through. 10 seconds left on this hill. EG needs to start setting up for the statue.
And you question that streak, you say. I mean, it's the elephant in the room right now, Blaze. You call in a fighter pilot, you have nobody in any sort of position to try to contest the hill. There's only 20 seconds to play with on Crane. The fighter pilot gets called and you find 2. Congratulations, you find 2. They still get the good spawns. They have another direct path to go straight on towards that Crane Hill. So that's going to be one of those, it's going to go back to bite them in the butt. On a map like London Docks, the streaks are going to have very heavy power into which way the game is really going to sway. So I know Ace might be beating himself up for that one, but we saw this first hill the last time around. Evil Geniuses, they're able to get significant amount of time. They're looking to replicate here in our second half of hills.
Big kills coming mid-map by Apathy. Taking down Chino, he's going to start to fall as well. TK looking good to start controlling statue, looking for these kills over by the dock side. You got Ace coming through fire. He's going to start to gun down Kenny, and he's going to fall as well. TK still in a great position. You got 20 points on this hill, and now EG looking to set up on Main Street. Apathy be closer to this hill, but he's going to be patient, waiting for somebody to push through that mid-cut, checking their backs too as well at Cole, trying to see if anybody's coming to push him. But now Kenny looking to break through back Main Street. Kenny gets in position. Looking for his first fight, gonna find a Enable, he's gonna fall as well, and that's gonna be 2 in favor of EG.
And that's exactly what you want to see too. Now the artillery barrage is gonna be placed down at the back. That kind of gives that anchor back there, just like, you know what, you don't have to watch it so much. We're gonna have this ported off for at least about 12 seconds until that goes away. But now it's just so smart. We talked about the bad streak usage. Now this is a great streak to block off one of the cut, but now they need to get that read that it's not gonna be there anymore. But Chino, like you said, 5 kill streak for him. We talked about who's gonna step up, be that third submachine gun player. Chino, he's accepting that role. Glide bomb fighter pilot earned for him.
Let's see if he can get the artillery barrage. He's got to find Ace, being patient, got to tag him up a little bit, get that pre-fire in case Ace wants to challenge. Chino, still full health, haven't been tagged up just yet. Gonna get some help from his back end as well on Main Street, but now he's gonna fall. A little flank came through mid-map. Nameless is gonna take him down, and the rotation is coming through to EG. And let's see, getting into dockside, they're set up, but Team Kaliber is gonna have that train spawn. We'll see what they can work with it. Nameless is gonna fall, get hit by that wall bang. Apathy, he's gonna be able to take 2 as well. EG, they need this hill, they need control, they need these points.
And this is one of the things too, is that if you're Evil Geniuses right now, you know that Chino probably built up a streak there. You know he has the glide bomb fighter pilot. It's really not going to make that much of a difference in this. He's angling the fighter pilot to come in through that opening side to try to get some shots in. So first streak comes in, it's going to be wasted right there. They're going to be able to pick up the kill in the lower docks, but a pinch came in right there at the last second. It was Kenny into that docks warehouse. They should be able to break 200 points off this hill. Glide bomb going to be called in just to make sure nobody from EG can push on inside. And TK, they're teed up and they're ready to go.
And that's some great uses of streaks by Chino, making sure they can just keep EG back, keep the pressure off that hill, not allowing them to get pretty much any points and come back in this. You got 20 points left in this hill with EG in control, but let's see, it's about to be contested. Theory is going to be first man in. He's going to fall. 2 kills going in favor of EG. Accuracy, can he hold off? He gets 1. Looking for the next, and he's going to fall to Apathy. EG will get the rest of the scrap time, and Nameless, he's going to already be in barrels. You got Team Kaliber spawning on the backside of barrels.
Now, if you're Evil Geniuses, you need to try to pick and choose which way you're going to break this one. You see kills going all down the kill feed. Unfortunately, one of those is going to be a team kill from Aix on Enable. Aix, though, he's going to get another fighter pilot earned. He needs to try to play his life here. It's going to be so crucial. Spots here in the front. Finds himself the second there as well. This one is going to be Apathy, fully streaked out. A slow game for him. It looked a little weird there for a second. But Apathy, 4 kill streak for him. Fully streaked out for EG.
Now, we're going to see this glide bomb. Going to take down Theory on these stairs. You got Evil Geniuses still in barrels, about to get contested by Team Kaliber. You got 30 points left in this hill. If EG can get all this time, they will be back in the game with the lead. And so far, looking good. Apathy diving his eyes, crossing his T's, watching the flank. Theory trying to creep in here. He's going to fall as well. Chino's about to take a shot, trying to come up the side stairs. He's going to lose that gunfight, but also able to take down Enable in a good trade. But Team Kaliber, they're spawning back. I don't think they're going to contest anymore for this hill time, and EG's going to pull away with this lead.
Definitely should be able to on board with Enable right now. That's the thing too, Enable doesn't even have his full score streak set, so you know we'll try to get those switched out, but Evil Geniuses, they have taken the lead. Both teams are at that 200-point mark, if not above it. If you are EG, new rotation going in over towards Crane. Fighter pilot's gonna be called into position. 2 big kills coming in from Nameless on that lower dock side. Players from TK are spawning at the top right side of your minimap. Evil Geniuses slaying out, forcing TK out. They're trying to finish it here, Blaze.
Yo, good efforts by Nameless. Good spawns came in as well for Aix and Enable to get that pinch. Now, we're going to have some streaks coming in for EG as well. 30 seconds on his hill. Nobody's gonna be close to Crane. Enable's gonna be in the Crane hill by himself. You see from Fire, he's about to get pinched. Also for the back end, looking for some extra help. He's looking to take down Chino, but cannot get him. He's gonna be weak. The cleanup couldn't come through for Aches. Apathy, Nameless. Can they take out Chino? Can they stop TK from getting some of this hill time? And Apathy just looked in the wrong direction, but accuracy will fall now. Nameless looking for the pinch. That's gonna be 3 in favor for EG. Looking good for him, but hey, it's still gonna be another hill. They're about to start to get the statue. Nameless gets 1, gets 2.
Oh my goodness.
Now the team's coming in. You got TK spawning back barrels. Accuracy's gonna fall. Nameless is on fire. On the 5-3 glide bomb comes through, but they're gonna come out with that win. And EG 0-4 on London Docks in stage 1 will win that first hard point.
That that right here, what you see in that bronze star, that was like the flip of the game. For us, it said it was Aches, but it was Apathy that whole time. He won a 6-kill streak. He earned full streaks.
Yeah.
He then used one of those streaks. He then got full streaks again from that. So Apathy had such a slow start. Remember when we called out before, like, who do we need to watch out for? We saw Aches was going off. I mean, he was leading everybody. He's the guy who first got all those streaks and was questionable usage. But anyway, 2-8 for Apathy was at the beginning of the game. But what a way to turn things around. We said the key to winning, you need Apathy to go off. But it really, down the stretch, it was just a complete team effort between everybody.
It really was. Nameless even turned up a little bit as well, picking up those kills to allow EG to really kind of get in that Crane hill and lock it down as well. And that, you know, that and that previous Dock hill as well is when they started to come back into this game. And so far, good start to EG. But let's talk a little bit more about map number 2, and that's going to be Ardens for Search and Destroy, I believe. Yeah. All right, so when it comes down to this, how do you see it? Because I know you wasn't expecting EG to come out with that London Docks hardpoint win. So how is your predictions looking going into map 2?
See, it's one of the biggest things for me is just the London Docks. That was a big map that TK was just never wanted to play. I mean, we went, I think it was Dallas. They finally ended up playing, I think, towards the end of NOLA, too.
Yeah.
And it barely slips through. It's one that they banned every single time, but they're not going with that anymore. So now they're forced to play London Docks across almost every single mode. I mean, they still have the option to ban it, but they're just not going to anymore. So let's go ahead and just take a look at the maps, what went down in that first one. And the way that the entire series is going to go out, 250 to 208 was the score of that hardpoint. A nice comeback coming from EG. They found themselves down by, I think it was about 80 points to come back into that one as well. So next map going to be Arden Force Search and Destroy. And you will see Arden Force for the next 2 maps too, unless it goes to
if we go to distance.
If we do go the distance, that's what we'll see. So Arden Force Search and Destroy, like you said, we didn't really expect Evil Genius to take that first one, so we'll consider that one just a little bit of an upset. But now Arden Force Search and Destroy, TK's bread and butter map. They need to win this one.
They really do.
But the way I'm sitting there thinking in my mind, I'm making this prediction like, oh, TK's got to win. If Evil Geniuses win this, I think it's a reverse sweep for TK. Like, I just have that feeling, that gut feeling.
We're going to kick this off with another Game 5 as well. And when it comes down to Game 5s, especially in Stage 1, TK has won the most Game 5s. I want to say they're at 5-2 in Game 5s if we do make it there. And but also, you know, if I do remember the stats correctly, I want to say EG is 2-0 in Game 5s. So we'll see which stat will take precedent if we do make it to map number 5. But to focus up, folks, map number 2, Arden's Forest, Search and Destroy. If you're just joining us, TK won the map number 1 hardpoint, London Docks, 250 to 208 in a surprising fashion, but some good solid gameplay coming at the end of the game.
Yeah, I know the Reddit community loves when we just say players have clutch factor, and that is definitely something that TK does have. The Search and Destroy could make or break it, but like I said, I have that gut feeling that if Evil Geniuses goes on to win this, TK is going to come back and pull off that reverse sweep, but getting things underway, it will be TK on the offensive. Theory will be your bomb carrier for Team Kaliber.
You know, we know when it comes down to first blood percentages for both these teams, the highest on Team Kaliber is Theory with a 15%, and when it comes down to EG, it's going to be Apathy with a 19%. On board, you see Kenny. He's going to break ice, taking down Nameless. Chino will take down Aches. 4v2 situation in favor of Team Kaliber. Bomb will go down. Apathy's about to peek it. I don't know if he saw him or not. He did not, and that bomb will be planted.
Yeah, shot comes in there too, so now they know where Apathy is, and Abel's going to be spotted as well. It should be an easy round win for Team Kaliber here. Breaking onto this B-bomb side with just 2 players. It's going to be something, it's not going to be the easiest task to do. It's definitely possible. I mean, we've seen it before, but Enable's going to draw things there with a first kill. Theory trades that one out immediately. Now Enable left up for 1 versus 3. Peeks on out. Enable falls.
All right. Team Kaliber starting this off right, 1-0, and didn't get a chance to see if anybody had a good streaks going into that second round. Probably got a 2 streak in there somewhere. But so far, let's see how this Evil Geniuses want to counter on offense. Chino on your screen looking all calm, cool, and collected. You know, we've heard him give his self-criticism beforehand, saying that, hey, you know what? He just needs to step up his game. And, you know, and he kind of feels like that's what's holding his team back a little bit.
So we'll see what TK does on defense here. Going for a two-man stack over towards his B site. They've allowed Kenny to get to that top plat. He draws the first blood there as well with the STG. He's going to find himself the second. Kenny with two quick kills to kick things off, as Nameless is able to trade out at least one of those, but now is left up in a 1 versus 3. Finds accuracy. Trying to go for the pinch here. Machine pistol out, should be dead.
Yeah, and don't know if Theory cleaned up that kill at the end. If so, he's going to be on a 4 streak so far. Going to be the closest to streak in the room. If not, he's definitely, yeah, it was Theory, so he's going to be currently on a 4 streak. TK 2-0, looking good, looking focused. I know they probably wasn't expecting to lose that map number 1, but EG came out with that fire. You cannot deny that.
Most definitely cannot. So like we said, Theory is the bomb carrier typically for Team Kaliber. So if he's able to get this bomb down, this will get him even closer towards getting those streaks. You said 4-0 for him, was able to get the bomb down last time as well. So he's very, very close. They're gonna go here for an A hit. And that's what I like too. If you get enough smokes down there, just allow him to at least slide into that bomb site. But you need to worry about A, because I'm not sure if they've been able to spot him just yet, but he could really spoil everything that TK is readily planning here. He takes out Theory, he takes out another one, but he does end up falling there to Kenny.
But that's what you want out of Ace. He's going to stop that whole TK plan. Last man alive is going to be Kenny. He has bomb in hand, 1v2. Looking for the next kill, trying to make it a 1v1. It's going to be him versus Apathy. Nameless is behind him. He's not going to see him. He's going to fall. Good round by EG. Also making sure they take Theory off of that 4 streak as well.
It's one of those things too, is like we said, just with Aches sitting in that back rock area, you typically don't check that, and by the time that they peek out, he's gonna have that advantage. They're already pre-aiming, he has the SDG. He's gonna win that one every single time. So if you find a way to isolate Aches in that situation, force the gunfight with Enable, that round is completely different. So
when it comes down to being on offense and running that A bomb strike, which player's position is going to be key to getting that jump and seeing that rotation come towards that A-bomb site? Is it going to be the guy mid-map? Is it the guy over by cabin to really call that rotation?
Yeah, typically you would just kind of see like a spread. You want somebody watching the flank towards bunker and that fire cut, somebody watching the cabin cut, and then allowing the 2 guys to actually push onto the bomb site. That way you hold down every single choke point. You have an AR, so you have that advantage as well. So typically for A, that's what you want to see. But Team Kaliber, you saw they had that quick plant in mind. They really just wanted to run and go get that one. But now into round number 4 here, kills have gone down. Enable for the 2nd time in the search and destroy thus far finds himself up last alive in a 1 versus 3.
And Accuracy is looking for the ace in this round. He has 3 kills so far, and he's not going to get the 4th, but on the 3 streak. And TK did good. You know, they saw what EG was doing from a mile away, countered it, was able to pick up those kills mid-map as well. Accuracy did good to open this round with that 2-piece. Now let's see what EG wants to do on defense.
It's a very, very aggressive search and destroy. I mean, you're not really seeing any sort of slow pushes. It's really just straight up in the other team's face, which we say from time to time, but we also see that passive play. But Team Kaliber, it seems like they've kicked things up a little bit. They're not just kind of sitting back, holding on defense. They're making sure they take that aggression straight towards Evil Geniuses. So you can see Bomb going over there towards the middle map. Now it's going to be wrapping all the way over towards B. Nobody has top plat control, but Accuracy's going to need it just to try to get a spot check. That gives them the go-ahead. There's nobody top plat. Go push onto the site, but nobody's there for a trade. Accuracy is able to finally peek around, gets a kill, but with 2 of his teammates falling in that sequence.
And Nameless knows exactly where he is. Gonna gun him down off that back heady. EG down 3-2. But definitely not giving up so far. And I think you called it correctly. You say just the aggressive gameplay. Both teams have, you know, they've came out their strats and they've stuck to them. Really no kind of audibles, you know, mid-map, no transitions in that sense. It's saying, hey, we're going to push A, let's push A, and let's commit to this strat. And, you know, I definitely agree with that call out, because you don't want to have those second guesses in a sense, you know? Make the call out, everybody commit to it. You lose the round, you figure out, you know, why that happened, and then make those slight adjustments.
See Nameless right now, gonna go ahead and toss up that nade. Kenny's gonna wait out any sort of fractor, trying to position himself up top. Now he's trying to wait on through. Did they spot Nameless going over cross? Theory does, he's able to cut him down. And look at this, it's so like basic play coming from Team Kaliber. They make it look like it's a thing of expertise. Like they just need to let Kenny get up into that top plat position, but they can't if there's somebody down there. That's where Theory comes in to try to play for that trade. But as soon as you saw Theory even get some shots in that, Kenny rotated up towards that top plat. and it should be another Team Kaliber round, just the way that they're playing defense. One positive after Evil Geniuses right now, they have the bomb in hand, so they don't really have to stress about that. Nable's right next to them as well, so they have a position to try to get a trade here. It's going to be Theory, the only player to contest. Ooh, nice shots coming there from the SMG player, looking like an AR from Apathy.
Now, do you want to commit to B, or do you want to rotate across map? You got 35 seconds left on the clock. Try to do the rotations, catch somebody off guard, or just commit to this B bomb site?
It's the thing, you have Airborne on, so it's definitely possible. I mean, but now with the time invested as we're just having this conversation, they need to commit to B. There's really no other option about that. They go ahead and try to, but the top plat position, one of the nicest positions, I think, in the entire game. I sit here at any map that we play in this rotation, there's nothing more powerful than sitting up here at the top plat. Each side, you have a chest high cover that you can watch either side from. Even watching towards the middle map, there's a nice little brick wall right in front of you too. So it's hard to counter it. That's where the teammates need to come in.
I was just about to say, it's almost like, do you want to have one of those players just kind of, hold one nade in that back pocket just in case when they're ready for the push? We saw, I believe it was Apathy used that nade early on for intel, and just to see if somebody was on that top heady.
That's where they're kind of changing it up too. Typically we see Kenny just go straight onto plat, but he's actually waiting out. They're playing two people at B with Theory to try to go for those trades, and you can see more aggressive play coming in. Immediate trades now going to be going down 3 versus 3 situation. Team Kaliber trying to make it round number 5. Bomb is down in a sticky place, but nobody's going to be there watching it. Nade does come in, so that's going to give them that intel where that player is. Nameless getting some shots down from the back. Does get Chino very weak, but he's able to get out with his life. Should be able to get a bomb down here, but Enable's holding a tight angle in towards Dome.
Let's see, Enable will be by himself. Chino should get this bomb planted. Yep, Enable's not going to be able to see him now. Bomb's down. Enable's trying to catch him off guard before he can transition to mid-map. So Chino's going to be watching at you. Enable's gonna get some help. Nameless Aches picking up kills. Kenny, last man alive, trying to creep over to get this bomb defused. Kenny with snipe in hand. Also gonna be able to beam one, but he's gonna fall. And EG gonna get another round, down 4-3, but still nobody has streaks from either team yet.
And what do you know? The team that didn't have top plat control lost the round. It's just such a power position. In a 3 versus 3. You kind of want that person who was in that back pillar towards that bell side to maybe try to rotate up there.
I was just about to say, when Chino planted that bomb, he probably should have had some help over the top to get somebody in that power position.
Yeah, because Enable's mind, he was like, okay, if they get the bomb down, let me go for a quick peek and try to get this one. But Chino was able to get around the corner just in time. But Evil Geniuses, they take the win in that one, making this one ever so spicy in this series thus far. Smoke is going to go down there to watch that crossover towards A. Chino rotates in towards that A site, does have a teammate there as well, but Aches is going to draw the first blood for EG.
Chino's going to get caught out in the corner. Can they trade out? They cannot. Enable falls. Chino picking up 2. He's going to get some help from Kenny, and Kenny's going to take down Nameless all up to Aches. He's going to be left in a 1v2. Bomb is going to be down as well. TK is well aware of it. Let's see how Aches wants to do this. Veteran of the game. Let's see, can he outsmart TK in this rotation? 49 seconds left on the clock. Aches checking back bridge. He's going to find Kenny. He's going to be calm with those shots. Trying to get that wall bang, not able to. And Chino knows exactly where he is. Going to beam him down from the back end.
It's a very sticky situation too. I mean, your Aches, you're last alive. You know your bomb is going to be down on A. TK gets the reads on that one. Now, challenging a gunfight like this, when you're on this lower wall side where Chino is, it's going to be so hard to win. He's going to have that advantage when you're slowly peeking around the corner. If anything, I feel like the only way Aches would have won that round is if he invested into going on a full wraparound to that bottom creek, maybe trying to catch him from behind, but Chino was doing a good job of just make sure he's just looking back and forth. I mean, it's kind of just one of those things that you need to do. So TK, match point for them to try to tie the series up back 1-1. They are back on offense here. Looks like another B push coming from TK.
Chino will be the closest to streaks. Gonna get a nade over towards that top B bomb site, just trying to get some intel. Not gonna get any hit markers whatsoever. Now, they're trying to see if anybody wants to flank. You see the flank, number 5 on your map, Aches. Coming in on the back end, can Chino catch him? Will he get that COD timing? And yeah, Chino's gonna actually win that gunfight with Aches. Now, that's gonna be 3 down for TK, all up to Enable. He gets 1, looking for the second, not able to do it. TK wins map number 2.
Yeah, like you said, that's why they're basically the kings of RM4 Search and Destroy. I mean, you kind of saw right there, Evil Geniuses started to give them a run for their money for a little bit, but TK, even though they've shown some struggles when it does come down to it the past month at the Pro League and everything like that as well, it's just one of those things you can't really count them out on what was really their best map throughout the entirety of the World War II season thus far.
Now we're going to be going into capture the flag after this one. So when it comes down to this capture the flag, you know, EG, they've had some good success when it comes down into the CTF. But CTF Ardent Forest, who does that kind of favor?
It's still, I look at it, it's going to be a completely different way that you play, like we just saw in like a London Docks. Ardent Force, you have that variety to where you can maybe just get away with running that 3 SMGs, but sometimes you want the 2 STGs and the 2 PPSHs to kind of balance it out. But each team does it in different ways, and for Evil Genius, we'll see what they're going to be able to do. TK will probably go with a similar setup to that. I think it really varies on which side you're attacking first. If you're attacking that bunker side to try to pull to go to your back bridge, that's where you might want to get a little bit more aggressive, get some PPSHs on the map to try to get those consistent pulls going through. If you know, on the side of TK, they're just going to stick to what they know best. I mean, this is going to be a map that they honestly might take. It's Ardent Force. It's really a toss-up between both of these two teams as well. The first respawn was definitely a hell of a show that both teams put on. I want to see Evil Geniuses take it. I really do, but again, it's just going to come down to one of the biggest things about Ardent Force is how are some machine gun players going to push out cuts to open things up for those AR players. If Evil Geniuses fails to do that and they're just kind of in their own head, it's not going to look good for them.
Well, all right, as you see, the breakdown from Dirk. Folks, don't go anywhere. EG taking a surprising map number 1, but the series is all tied up 1-1. When we come back from this commercial break, we'll be going into map number 3, CTF Ardent Force. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CWL Atlanta. And our current matchup, if you're just joining us, is going to be Evil Geniuses versus TK. And so far, it's 1-1.
Yeah, it definitely is. And we move into a CTF map, which both of these teams are terrible on.
Exactly. We looked at the stats, and in stage 1, TK is 1-7 on Arden's Force CTF, and then on Arden's Force CTF, and then you're gonna have on the other side, EG is 1-4.
Yeah. So like we said, it's going to be a hard one to call because both teams are not good on this map. They don't like to play it, so it made its way through, and I don't really know whose thought that was. Who was like maybe, hey, let's pick this, or hey, let's pick this. So one of the teams picked it. It wasn't just left standing there as well. So
I'm pretty sure. I guess when it came down to it, we can confidently say that maybe TK got rid of London Docks.
Yeah, I would hope so.
And EG on the other side, when it comes down to the best CTF maps for TK, it's Flag Tower.
Yeah.
Flag Tower is one of their bread and butter. So maybe EG got rid of that, and it was just left on both teams' worst map.
It's funny because probably both teams were like, this is the worst map, let's pick it. Like, they probably had that same thought process, like, no, they picked it on us. But it's like, okay, no, either way.
It's good. We both won once in stage 1 when it came down to this map.
Yeah, it's like watching the Nets play against a European team or something like that. That's what this is right now, just in this game mode. So both teams, terrible record in the Pro League on this map, but somebody has to come out a winner. TK, Evil Geniuses, map number 3 is underway. We're kicking things off with accuracy.
And as you see, Evil Geniuses opened it up right away with 2 kills. Now, Dirk, which side is going to be the more favorable one? When you start off this map, do you want to, spawn on the bunker side? Is it the bridge side? Which one is it going to be?
Bridge side is, for me, it's going to be really crucial. I mean, obviously, each team will get to play either side twice. Once, sorry.
Yeah.
So starting off on the side of Evil Geniuses right now, this is where you need to get that momentum going. You need to start to rally up the scores. You get about 2 or 3 caps, you can feel comfortable. If you leave with no caps, that's a red flag. You leave with 1, it's a yellow, but the rest is just going to be like, okay, we have a little bit of breathing room to work with as well. So if you're Evil Geniuses right now, keep the foot on the gas, keep on going forward, and that's where we talked about maybe you have this whole open side. You do need some more, a little bit of AR presence, but you need to get some runners going. You need that airborne to pull that flag.
Yeah, Apathy. You saw him on Riverside. He was able to pick up a kill. Now he's pushing through bunker. Enable. He sees the guy in cut. That's going to be 3 down on the side of TK. This is going to be the time Evil Geniuses wants to put a flag in Apathy. He has it in hand, running out airborne and out hunker. He's going to be pushing this through cabin. This should be a cap. Well, I'm not going to speak too soon because you see number 4, number 1 on your mini-map, they're hunting for Apathy. They're going to start throw those stuns. Apathy, no, he cannot push out just yet, but his teammates are starting to fall. Now he's going to have to just try to challenge this gunfight, and he's going to get gunned down by Kenny. When it comes to the main slayers for both these teams, that's going to be Kenny on the side of Team Kaliber when it comes to CTF, and Apathy on the side of Evil Geniuses.
And Ix should be able to pick up this kill, so shaky shots do come in. Now the machine pistol's going to be out. Flag is going to be 1 shot. Ix pushes out. Apathy will be there for support. The flag is going to be returned. But just on that pull that Evil Geniuses had, it looked so good. But they allowed 2 players to overextend through. Nameless spawned up. He had a crucial gunfight. He ended up falling, and TK was able to get on through and get that return. But now it's going to be Evil Geniuses straight back the other way, attacking that bunker. But now look at the spawn that just came in for that player starting to wrap around from Bell. They're going to keep on spawning out. But again, they're allowing them to openly just go all the way through. Now you leave Enable to fight a 1 versus 3.
Enable is Kenny hold him off. He's going to start to throw these nades. He knows they're going to start to push him. He's in a good advantageous position, but even with Kenny stunned, he still gets gunned down. Kenny with the nade over the top. Apathy is going to be patient, has some help.
Trying to go back to find off that player. Came off the spawn. It's going to be Chino. Flag going to be returned again. Now we see another pull coming in, this time from Team Kaliber. Ix last up. This should be a cap for Team Kaliber.
Yeah, the closest player in a position is going to be Enable. But so what's going wrong with Evil Geniuses? Because this is twice we've seen them get in a good spot to possibly cap this flag. But each and every time, TK has gotten those ruin spawn and has just spoiled their plans.
It's just one of the biggest things in CTF, too, is that you always have to make that decision if you're a player. Do we want to overextend? Do we want to wrap back and play defense? TK is just putting all their eggs into one basket, saying we're overextending every single time. It's working out for them. Nobody from the side of Evil Geniuses has picked up the mid-cut on you, and you need to do it every single time that you do pull a flag. You know that they're going to be spawning back Bell if you have somebody in bunker, so you need to get that read. But the Evil Geniuses players, they're a little bit too slow when it comes down to getting that read and rotating back. I mean, when that first pull, what they had, there was 2 guys watching over here towards this fire tank. You don't need that. You need somebody already going through. So that's just the biggest mistake that I'm taking away from Evil Geniuses thus far. They don't have anybody to pick up those cuts.
All right, and as you can see, you got Team Kaliber kind of set up across midway point of the map, being patient, you know, knowing that they got a flag cap on a more difficult side, trying to see how does Evil Geniuses want to counter. You know that Evil Geniuses is going to try to be aggressive in this position, trying to push through. Apathy gets 1. He's going to start to fall to Chino. Number 6, watching Ruins this time is going to be Enable. He's being patient, trying to wait for his teammates to spawn up and make some plays and start to push out on the river side of the map.
And if you're Evil Geniuses, you're almost going on red alert. You only have a minute left of play to try to get this, and basically you're focusing on defense right now if you're EG. You can't get up and get hyper aggressive, so it's going to be a trade going out immediately. Enable's able to take out Theory, but look at the kills. They do go in favor of Evil Geniuses. One player playing in that tight corner is going to be Aches. He finds one. He's going to end up falling. Can TK make it two? This time, Nameless right off the respawn is going straight through that first hardpoint hill. He's going to have a huge 1v1 here with Theory.
Theory is going to go inside bunker. Kenny's going to be in a position to assist as well. Nameless being patient. He gets the intel, not able to gun Kenny. This flag, oh, good nade by Enable, taking down Chino. Now you got these guys watching through tank, watching mid-map, trying to see if they can stop TK from backtracking and getting that flag.
See what they're going to be able to do. You see the shots are going in, just lay out suppressive fire. Accuracy has picked up the flag. He dives across. It's going to be cap number 2 for Team Kaliber, and they're not even on the good side. With 4 seconds left, nobody's in a position to even get a touch on the flag to force the extra time. Round number 2, TK up to 0 Evil Geniuses. Oh, that's going to be so hard to beat.
It is, and TK knows that's a big momentum boost. Playing on a more difficult side, able to counter everything that EG did in the first half and pull them away with those 2 flag caps. They're feeling confident. They're feeling good. Let's see, can EG dig down deep? You got a team full of veterans. I want to say they have the highest average age out of all the teams that's playing. Yeah, and I want to say that's probably around like 25. But these guys are veterans. They got championship, victories under their belt. But when it comes down to Call of Duty World War II, when it comes down to the 2 victories, that's all in favor of TK. So old school versus new school, and new school is prevailing.
Definitely are. So we'll see how this one does go for the side of Evil Geniuses. You know, they're biting themselves in the butt. They got 2 clean pulls, but they weren't able to cover the overextend. See what they're going to be able to do here. You see Team Kaliber unorthodox right now. Typically on this side, you don't put this much emphasis onto the boards at bottom side of your minimap where player 3 and 4 are actually positioned. So we'll see if these initial kills do go in towards open, they might try to fly in and get a pinch. If they extend over towards that fire area, they're going to spawn back bells. So it works out in a sense, but you're investing a lot into it. You have to let your teammates fight at least 1v3 with STGs in their hands as well. They're doing an excellent job, though, of just slaying out the Evil Geniuses players, trying to make any sort of advancement going on forward on this top side of the map.
Yeah, and you know, you can't blame them. TK is being patient, systematically taking down Evil Geniuses one by one, now putting themselves in a more advantageous position. Gonna start to see Chino and Theory push around his bunker side, looking through this window, looking for a kill. Chino getting some good gunshots in. EG on the defense. Enable, he's going to hide in the corner. Theory gets aggressive, and Enable takes him down. Now Accuracy wants to take a crack at him. 3 kills going in favor of TK. Apathy, last man standing on the defensive end. He's going to wrap around, trying to get some shots in, but he's going to get taken down by Kenny. Now flag pulled by TK.
And this is exactly what you're seeing. Look at the arrows on the map. That flag's pulled. They're all going back to play that defense, to be that lead blocker for their team. And the players from Evil Geniuses, they have been able to go through, but look at the fight they're fighting. Team Kaliber's not fighting 1 versus 3. They're fighting 3 versus 3. Nameless is able to open things up there with a kill. Actually trades it out. Kenny finds himself one. Enable's able to trade that, and he's not going to be able to. Team Kaliber should have flag number 3 on the board, and they do. 3 minutes and 10 seconds still left to play in this one.
And you're kind of seeing everything happen on the flip side. When TK pulled that flag, you saw the spawns come in, back bail for Evil Geniuses. But the push didn't work out as good as it did for TK when they were on that bad side of the map. And now Chino's going to be having some streaks. And well earned as well. Let's see what TK wants to do. And I believe they're going to play this slow. You know, you got 3 minutes on the clock. They're going to play a little bit slow. Make sure they dot their I's, cross their T's. Make sure they clear out this ruin side as well. And just kind of force force Evil Geniuses behind back bunker and take them out 1 by 1.
And now this is where it gets sticky too. You know they're going to have streaks. You've already started to see through the X-ray, the player models they have mountain on. So they have those ghillie suits. They now no longer have airborne. So that's going to be one of the biggest takeaways. They're not going to be running as fast as somebody who is going to be running that airborne. So to try to get 3 captures going back to back to at least try to tie the game, it's going to be super hard to do. I mean, you can put energetic on, it's going to help you out a little bit, but you still need hunker. If somebody's able to throw a grenade over top, it's going to kill you instantly with the blast radius of the grenades in World War II. Almost that 2-minute warring. Evil Geniuses are still pushing on through. Glide Bomb is going to be called in to play some defense. Should be able to find himself one. He does there on Enable.
Ooh, patience. I like it. Nameless pushing through the river into the map. He's got some teammates by ruins, but he's gonna get called out after that stun hit. Now, Evil Geniuses, they need to, you know, get their butts in gear and try to at least pull some of these flags, but it's looking like it's going to be too little too late with TK getting 3 more kills, 4 more kills. That's going to be a wipe. Last man standing is going to be Enable. They are going to not know where he is just yet, but Katie's watching the flank, and TK is going to start to push up towards that Riverside.
You see Accuracy backtracks, Sandbraid's to play for a trade here. Enable peeks out, tries to jump around, get the kill, not going to be able to. And this is why you're seeing the side that Team Kaliber is that good side. As soon as you spawn up, you're basically set for defense. You take about 5 steps out of your spawn, you have an STG, you're going to be able to get a few there on that middle cut over there towards Dome. With just a minute left, this is going to be TK all day. They will be going up 2-1 in this series and will be on that series point.
You know, you take a look at the scoreboard, you got Enable 16 and 4. 16 to 14 for his team. You know, the TK side, you got Accuracy 19 and 14. The respective slayers for both teams. But folks, this game is going to be all in the bag. We don't see Evil Geniuses coming back in this one and getting those 3 flag caps. They're just going to have to chalk this one up and start preparing for map number 2, which is going to be Ardent Forest Hardpoint.
Yeah, and this is one that TK is 5-0 on, and Evil Geniuses is 0-2 going into the next map as well. So I'm gonna get your opinion on this play. Do you think TK closes this out next map?
On the hardpoint?
They're 5-0 in Pro League on Ardent Forest Hardpoint.
You know what, Dirt? You know, anybody who plays it safe will say, yeah, TK all day. But I'm not one for playing things safe. You know, I love a good underdog. And you know what? I'm going to have to send some positive energy towards the EG fans and say that they make that upset in map number 2 and take both hard points off of Team Kaliber. We go into game 5.
See, I like it.
Now, see, I can make those type of risky decisions because you know why? You the analyst out this duo. I'm here to make things a little bit exciting.
See now,
but now if I get it right, then I look like a genius.
That's true, and if I get it wrong, I look stupid. I was gonna say, hey, Blaze, you're the analyst. Dirk,
yeah, I got the more. I picked the more favorable team. I got less to lose in this position.
It's just the thing is too. I'm just bringing this up because we saw it on the Hot Mic episode that aired. Is that Enable said that they're kind of having that same issue with their team that they had with FaZe, where who's going to be the leader, Clay or anything like that. And with this team, it's Aches and Enable. They're kind of. I don't think they're butting heads, but you kind of see Aches. He's commanding what everybody should be doing. You saw after the search and destroy that they lost. He's like sitting there with his hands like doing all this, like watch this, watch this, watch this, doing the same thing there as well. Now you lose 2 maps in a row. You lose a search and destroy. They dominate you on the bad side. They only get a cap off the good side, which you maybe sit there and be like, oh, okay, that's one positive to take away.
Yeah.
But now you go to Ardent Forest Hardpoint. You haven't won it once in Pro League. You've played it only about 3 or 4 times. Team Kaliber, they're perfect 5-0 on this one. TK shuts it down right here.
TK shuts it down at map number 4. You heard it from Dirk. And so EG, with them not having much success on this hardpoint map, what are they going to have to do to really take down TK? You know, is it just coming out with an early aggressive start, getting a good sizable lead? But we've seen TK be down before and still make a comeback. And let's recap on the map so far. But Dirk, what are you thinking here?
It's the exact same. If you're Evil Geniuses, what you just did in that CTF right off the rip. I mean, we saw them getting very aggressive, finding themselves in great positions, but they weren't able to capitalize on it. Map like Ardent Forest, we talk about it time and time again, submachine gun players making sure that they're pushing out those crucial cuts. I mean, the biggest ones are just going to be that fire cut with your SMG players working with the AR over there towards that cabin cut as well. But ultimately, Ardent Forest, it is an AR dominant map. So this time, I'm looking at Nameless. I need the old head to go off for the side of Evil Geniuses in this one. Then you have Accuracy and Chino, who have really made a name for themselves as being a top AR duo in Call of Duty World War II as well. I just want to see if they've made any changes. Ake's still going to be running that secondary AR.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I'm going to be honest with you. It's something that I find really weird. As somebody just watched Call of Duty for so long, seeing a submachine gun player also be like, yeah, I'm a secondary main AR now. It's like, what? No. Get the PPSH back in your hand now.
Now, so Dirk, you are 100% confident, and rightfully so, in TK for taking this map number 4. But I just want to foreshadow a little bit more into the future that if we were to make it to this map number 5, are you still 100% on TK for London Docks, or do you say that map number 5 can kind of go either way? Now, we talked a little bit about the stats. When it comes down to Game 5s in Stage 1 Pro League, TK is 5-2 in Game 5s, EG is 2-0.
It's like a toss-up 50-50 for me, to be honest. It's just, I think this is just going to be such a big momentum swing. Whoever takes this map, if it's Evil Geniuses that take it, I think they take Game 5. I'm not going to go back on that right now. I say Evil Geniuses will take the Game 5.
I was thinking the same thing, but it's going to come down to them taking down Team Kaliber on their best hardpoint map. But folks, we are going to be on Arden Forest, map number 4, and TK has that early advantage with setup on this River Hill and got the early point. But the spawns coming in for Evil Geniuses, and they will pick up 2, and they are going to have the man advantage. But can they get in a position? You see on the other end, that's Nameless taking some shots, and they will be able to take down Theory and also start to get some of these points on the harp on this hill.
You see now, Aches, he's going to be watching the cover, so he's going to have the STG in hand. Nameless is going to be playing inside of the hill with the STG too. Makes it a little easy to peek that back bunker if anybody starts to flood in. Enable on that early rotation is going to find himself too. Last player pushing in is going to be Kenny. He falls by the hands of Aches. It's going to be Evil Geniuses with that early rotation over here towards Plat and Enable. He's pushing out. He's slaying out. 3 kill streak for him. Currently sitting at 3 and 3 in the game. And now let's see how TK goes for the break. You see player 5 accuracy. The split spawns are now coming in. See, Apathy though has the read. Finds a first kill there on Dome.
Ooh, hold that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he's going to take down Theory as well. Apathy doing what you need him to do as your main sub player. Enable, when it comes down to KD's stats on hardpoint, he is the one that's leading this team. He is that main slayer so far from the stats in stage 1. But Kenny, accuracy, they're going to get that 4-piece. Going to shut down Evil Geniuses. They're going to start to spawn out by back bunker. Got less than 25 points on this hill. We'll see if they want to start the rotations. They're definitely making sure they clear out mid-map at least.
It's honestly, if anybody's like learning Call of Duty or maybe like how can I get better in the ARL, watch TK just with those setups that they play.
Yeah.
Sometimes these guys don't really go for those ego challenges, so to speak. So somebody gets first shot on them, they go ahead and re-challenge that one. You saw a perfect example there from Theory when he went to that fire cut. Instead of taking that gunfight on Enable, who he knows has the advantageous position, he says, you know what, I'm gonna wait for my teammate support and wrap back. TK just does an excellent job in hardpoint where you need so much team orientation. You need that chemistry. That is what makes them such a great hardpoint team. So if you're just trying to learn, watch TK play this map. They're doing an excellent job here thus far. They do have that early lead in towards this bunker hill, but look at all the players spawning up there on Enable.
Enable was getting bullied back bunker by accuracy. Able to get the kill on Theory, but accuracy made sure he pushed in, had a little bit of extra help, and got those spawns for Team Kaliber behind bunker, which is going to make it a lot easier for them to get in and contest this hill and get the rest of these points. And now you're starting to see Evil Genius has spawned more on the bridge side. So the rest of these points, I don't think it's going to be in Evil Genius's best interest to push this bunker. It's set up for next hill, set up for this main street, and you're going to have to, it's going to be a marathon trying to beat Team Kaliber on this map. This is their best map. You're going to have to get those rotations in early, set up, and just hope that you get the most points on that hill.
Yeah, like it's the perfect setup right now. We talked about the duo of Accuracy and Chino with how they set up in that hill. Chino was playing in bunker. Accuracy has been sitting in this top side of the minimap for the past minute. He's just been there, but they're getting that crossfire to anybody over towards cabin. Now, there's going to be a big fight with Aches. If he gets overwhelmed, he ends up falling here. Everything's opens up. TK, they can start spawn trapping Evil Geniuses towards that back bridge. But Aches is still doing an excellent job of staying alive. He's holding his own. Accuracy still playing his life. He's waiting for another teammate to come up to try to isolate Aches here in this one. But Accuracy, he has streaks in mind, and he definitely has them now. Glide bomb, fighter pilot, trying to make it artillery. He does end up getting dropped, but TK, they take out the cabin player. They push on forward. EG in between a rock and a hard place.
And you got to give Kenny credit for that. Did a good job getting behind the Aches and cleaning up that kill, and that really kind of opened it up for Team Kaliber to push through and break that setup. Now we're gonna have 10 points left on this hill, and they're all gonna go in favor of Team Kaliber. Well, we saw Evil Geniuses in this position beforehand, and that first hard point, they started to make that comeback, but now Team Kaliber, they're firing off on all cylinders, and now you got Theory on the 3 street, as well as Kenny.
Ooh, Kenny goes for that challenge over there towards the back bridge, picks up the final kill. Kill feed just lining up all blue for the side of TK. And again, same situation we saw at the very beginning of this game. They have Evil Geniuses spawning on that cabin side. Glide bomb's going to be called in there by Accuracy to try to halt the push just for the time being. But now they know they haven't pinned down. Kenny's going to go ahead and go through. If he gets a kill here, there's a possibility they might still spawn back bridge, or they're going to spawn all the way out bunker. They are going to go all the way towards that bunker side. Player 7 Theory, he's already rotating back. He has that split spawn in his head. Trying to spot Nameless, gets the crossover there towards the hill without
Theory needs to fall.
Killed.
Yeah, Theory needs to fall. And EG needs the rest of the points on this hill for them to make sure they don't get too far behind. But they can't get it. Accuracy got a good spawn. He was able to take down Aches, and now EG needs to just start thinking about ruins at this point. And Accuracy is not letting up whatsoever.
Yeah, they keep spawning over there toward that back bunker, so now Kenny will be the lone player. We saw him in the same position this time, but before he had an STG, Is he going to be able to do it? Nameless going to get the read. Kenny just playing the tight corner. Apathy's going to push around. They do have a position to try to go for the trade here. Oh my goodness, you cannot allow that to happen. Nameless falls. Kenny with big 2 kills. Evil Geniuses continue to spawn out. This has been Team Kaliber from the get-go. Kenny, he's still going off here. Finally gets taken out. A clean sweep from the players on TK as EG, they push on forward.
We will say one thing about EG is that these boys are resilient, but now they're going to have to deal with these streaks as well. And that glide bomb is going to come out to Kenny. Not sure if accuracy, not accuracy, but Theory got his streaks as well. And Kenny is still holding on to that fighter pilot, waiting for the right time to use it, but now they don't need it because he's picking up kills without it. Going to get a double. Apathy trying to hold off in his hill, get some points, but he's doing a good job. Now going to be contested, and EG just needs to start rotating to make sure they can lock down back bunker. They just need to start to play this one hill at a time.
I need some more urgency from Evil Geniuses. If I'm going to be honest with you, I mean, we saw it in the CTF, and now in the hard point, they got a clean wipe there.
Yeah.
None of the players got into a setup to allow just kind of keep TK pinned towards that backside of the map. They allowed TK to just go straight on through, get their kills, and then they took over the hill, and then that point, it was just really a juggle once TK broke on in. So if you're Evil Geniuses, once you get those kills, go. Get somebody into here. You go up top plat with the STG. You push on forward into the dome with that PPSH. You need that for EG. You can't allow 4 kills to go to waste. And here comes the bait and switch from TK.
Give this man some help. Chino's going to take down Apathy, and they're going to clean up these guys on back bunkers. So Team Kaliber will get those spawns on the back end, and they're going to hold off. And I feel like they're in a good spot to get the majority of the time left in his hill. The cleanup comes through, and now Evil Geniuses needs to make this decision. They will be in here to contest, and I think they need to. They can't really, they're past the point of giving up scrap time. They need to fight for whatever hill time is left in any of these hills if they want to try to stay in this game. And
that's the thing, too. If you're Team Kaliber, you're like, yeah, we can keep fighting for this hill. We have a fighter pilot still to use. And for East Road, saving that fighter pilot, it's almost like a guaranteed 3-piece every single time, just depending on which way they stack it. TK, they're going to go for that same setup, and that's why you have Kenny over here. He came around the flank, took out that player, has one more to worry about. If he gets a kill, it'd be huge, but now it's going to be Enable left up to try to find player 5. He wins that gunfight, and that is crucial to their success, and now Evil Geniuses, they need to push on forward, though, but you have Chino in a power position over there towards the Army tank.
Yes, he is, and he picked up one with the help of Theory, going to take down another. Enable trying to get something going, not able to. TK is in the prime spot. You got Evil Geniuses trapped on his bridge hill. You got number 7 Theory. He's watching the back end. He takes down accuracy, and Evil Geniuses is just trapped back on the bridge side, and they can't get out of it. But with those 2 kills, they need to push out.
Nameless right now, you can't be holding that angle. You don't have much of a view. If you go down towards that cabin side, we saw Chino in the same spot in Search and Destroy. You go towards that log wall and watch on forward. You have so much to work with. Your head's the only position showing on your body as well, but Nameless kept on trying to jiggle peek that one. Wasn't able to get anything from it as TK. They get a majority of the time there off of East Road without even burning a streak, as now we go back into the first hill over here by Cave. Kenny still trying to be a nuisance. TK looking to get set up to continue that same success they've carried all game long.
And you still got Kenny with that fighter pilot in his back pocket. We'll see if he even needs to use it based off how dominant they've pretty much been, and that's just going to come through. He's only able to get one with it as well. But TK has been so dominant in the second half of the hard point, and they're looking to close this one out. EG just not able to get anything going. You're going to see another double kill by Chino. TK has EG right where they want him.
30 and 19, and that's just from Chino. He's just playing the AR role to the basic way possible. He's just finding himself in these power positions over here towards this stump. He's watching over towards that cabin cut. They've allowed Chino to get into these positions, and that's where it kind of goes. We go into the conversation of SMGs feeding off ARs, ARs feeding off of SMGs. Right now, every single time we go on board with Kenny, he's been on a flank. He's been trying to make some sort of like weird play that you really won't see, and it's catching Evil Geniuses off guard. But during that whole entire process, as soon as Kenny takes out one, the entire attention from Evil Geniuses focuses. They say, okay, there's one back here. They force 2 arrows to look away. Chino's just able to slip right on by and start picking up kills. More streaks come in. Fighter pilot going to be called in by accuracy that time. He finds himself too. Team Kaliber 223 to 89.
And it's always good to have a player like what I like to call him annoying. Because, you know, you want that annoying player that's just going to be, you know, get in your face, you know, getting some shots off, focusing the team, like you said, focusing them to turn around, you know. Got Kenny making all these great flanks, and he's opening up opportunities for the rest of his team. But on the scoreboard, TK, 241. Now more points for closing this off. The new hill's going to be on Ruins. Can they push through? Accuracy is going to get one. Chino gets another. Aches managing to take down Chino, but folks, this is looking too little, too late. TK needs 4 more points. Can Nameless get in the hill? He cannot, and T-Clay will close the series out.